Lucy Thompson.
It'll be this one right here. All right. Good morning, everyone. Court will begin with the March 23rd, 2022 docket. We're on YouTube. And good morning, Mr. Palacios. Need to unmute Mr. Palacios.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Now I can hear loud and clear. We're here on F50 33-21-4 in the matter of the marriage of Sarah Serna and Juan Pacheco Jr. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and I believe your client is right here on the screen. She's gonna be putting some testimony?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, let me get her to unmute. Is that the microphone button? All right, she's working at it. Just.
Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may put your hand down. And once again, we're here on cause number F50 33-21-4 in the matter of the marriage of Sarah Serna and Juan Pacheco Jr. Court will take judicial notice of the entire file, and you may proceed, Mr. Palacios.
Thank you, Judge, for taking judicial notice of the entire file. Specifically, Judge, I want to make sure the court takes judicial notice of the return of citation regarding the original petition and also the return of citation regarding the order setting final hearing, and to take judicial notice that there's no response from the respondents to either one of these two citations, Your Honor.
Very well. Court will take judicial notice.
Okay. Ms. Serna, could you please state your complete name?
Sarah Lisa Sedna.
Okay. And you were married to Mr. Pacheco, is that correct?
Yes,
You are married to Mr. Pacheco at this time, is that correct?
correct.
And you, you've been a resident of this county for the last 90 days, is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
You've also been a resident for the state of Texas for the last 6 months,
Yes.
okay? And you're asking, you're basically telling this court that you're wanting this court to dissolve it on the grounds of insupportability, is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
No children were born of this marriage, is that correct?
Correct.
And no community property was ever accumulated as a result of this marriage, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're asking this court to order the division of debt. You're asking this court to order that you be responsible for any debts that were accumulated after November 2021. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you're asking that you be responsible for any debts that may have occurred from November 2021. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, as far as you were prior to your marriage, you had several community property. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're asking this court to confirm your separate property, and that's listed on the divorce decree. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you're basically, that property is a residence located on 4304 Friday Street in Edinburgh.
Correct. Yes.
2019 Dodge Ram 1500.
Correct.
You're responsible for the debt on that,
Yes.
and also a 2020 Dodge Ram 2500 that was gifted to you. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
And then you're also asking that any retirement that you have also too is separate, confirming a separate property that was retirement that was before August of 16th of 2017. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
and any of the bank accounts that you had at the time as separate property. There were accounts that existed and the monies that were in there as of August 16th of 2017. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. You're also asking this court to grant your divorce. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And this petition, we prepared a petition consistent with what you testified today, and that was reviewed by you and also signed by you, and it's already been e-filed with the court. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, court will hereby dissolve the marriage of petitioner respondent. Court will grant petitioner or relief request to hearing in open court. Court will await a decree for signature, and I believe it's already submitted. So it'll be signed later today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a
All
nice
right, you all have a great day. Stay safe, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Mhm. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Who's next time, Mr.?
Number 6, Mr. Kennedy Salinas,
All right, Mr. Kennedy.
and Mr. Greg Trevino is trying to connect.
Mr. Trevino is trying to connect. Guys.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Then for status.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kennedy. We're here on F60 39 17 4 in the matter of the marriage of Marin and Marin. What's that for status?
Yes,
Status conference. Yes, sir.
yes, Your Honor. If I may?
Sure.
Yes. Mr. Trevino said it, and I believe we're trying to get this if mediate. If not, we really need a trial date. Is that correct, Mr. Trevino?
All right, there he is. He finally checked in. All right, Mr. Trevino, good morning. Can you hear me, sir? Oh, what?
So,
Yeah,
Oh,
he needs to unmute. He needs to unmute. There it is.
Okay, am I on?
Yes, sir, you're on already.
I had problems with one of the screens, Judge, so I just switched over.
Okay, well, great. We're glad to have you now. I
Thank you.
have here you and Mr. Salinas on F60 39 17 4 in the matter of the marriage of Marin and Marin.
Yes, Your Honor. Good
Yes,
And I
morning.
think, yeah, Mr. Salinas, you were saying that you needed to mediate or what again?
mediate, and then if not, we need to get probably a pre-trial and trial date. I believe that's where we're probably at, Mr. Trevino. Is that correct?
I believe that if Ms. Cedillo has submitted the mediator's report, we're okay. But I was under the impression that we needed 1 hour to complete the full
Yes.
mediation. And that
Yes.
has been our problem all along, that we haven't
Okay.
finalized the mediation. And therefore, I don't believe that the judge has a mediator's report, complete report, to be able to get the pretrial trial dates. And I would love to try this case in June if we can get this out of the way, and it'll be a bench trial, Judge.
It'll be a
I
bench
don't know
trial?
what Mr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Salinas is.
Okay. Then do they submit an order setting hearing date for the bench trial? And then in the meantime, if they can mediate it, that'll do it. Yeah, submit an order for the bench trial and we'll get you going. And hopefully it'll settle before the bench trial.
Mr. Trevino, since we're there, so then have you spoken with Miss
Cedillo?
or not at all?
No, I have not. But the last time that you and I had correspondence from your office to mine, we had agreed on some dates, but with a mediator, with Ms. Cedillo, but I was having trouble with your client giving you the dates, so we waited a couple of
Well,
months.
let's try to do it, set the order, and then let's try to do it, see if we can try to mediate this, okay? Mr. Trevino?
Yes, we'll do an order setting trial order, and then we'll you and I can talk about this. I'll correspond with you this morning, get a date for mediation within the next week or two, 3 maybe, and then we can just finalize.
Yes.
Okay, I tell you what, folks. After you meet with Ms. Cedillo and you get me that final letter, then I'll set it for trial. So hurry up on that if you can, please. And then I'll set it for trial.
That sounds good.
Okay?
Very well, Judge. We can do that.
Yeah, do that, please. Just do that. And I'm hopeful that it'll settle. But if not, we'll have to do a bench trial.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, folks. You all have a great day and stay safe.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Who do we have next, Alan?
We need to identify who Alicia Martinez is.
Okay. And for which case?
I don't know. I don't have an Alicia Martinez.
Okay. Let's find out here. Anybody named Martinez here? All right, gentleman in the blue shirt, would you please unmute so we can hear you? Okay, there you are. Good morning, sir. What is your name?
Carlos Marín.
Oh, Mr. Marin. Okay, we just talked to your attorneys. They are gonna continue mediating, and if it doesn't happen, we're gonna do a bench trial.
Can you repeat in Spanish?
Okay, here it is.
El caso ya se llamó, señor. La razón de que la corte no lo metió es porque usted está bajo Alicia Martínez y la corte no sabe quién es Alicia Martínez. A la otra que hay una audiencia por Zoom, es importante de que ponga su nombre completo
Or the cause number.
o el número del caso para que la corte lo pueda identificar. Llámele a su abogado. El caso ya se llamó, llámele a su abogado.
Okay.
Gracias.
Ms. Ida,
Yes.
Mr. Ramirez indicates that he is logged
Yeah,
in.
he just logged on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 5. René Ramírez.
Okay. It'll be a final divorce. All right, let's see here. Is there Jose Adrian Gonzalez anywhere? No. All right, Miss Monica, you need to unmute.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, man. We're waiting for your there it is. Your attorney's coming on board now. He needs to
Okay.
unmute. Good morning, Mr. Ramirez. You need to unmute. For the record, I do not see respondent Jose Adrian Gonzalez in the waiting room. On the screen, we have Miss Monica Leza and
Yes.
and Mr. Ramirez. He just trying to. There he is, right there.
Here. Oh, yes,
There you
Ron.
go.
I'm sorry. Had a little trouble with this, Ron. Good morning,
All
Judge.
right. Good morning, sir. We have a divorce here.
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay. I don't see Jose Adrian Gonzalez on the other in the waiting room. Did he file a waiver or something or what?
No, he did not, Your Honor. He does know about the hearing, but he told my client that he would not be showing up today.
Okay, so he knew of the hearing, and I'm sure he was
Yes, sir.
notified of the hearing.
He was.
All
Your
right.
Honor.
All right, very well. Court will take judicial notice of the entire file in F5267-21-4 in the matter of the marriage of Monica Ivan Leza and Jose Adrian Gonzalez. All right, good morning, Ms. Leza. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You may put your hand down. And Mr. Ramirez, you may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Ms. Leza, is your name Monica Leza?
Yes.
And you are the petitioner in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is your husband's name Jose Adrian Gonzalez?
Yes.
And you lived in the state of Texas for 6 months and in the county of Hidalgo for 90 days prior to filing this divorce.
Yes.
Okay. Your husband's not here today, and however, he was served with a citation and the petition, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you did see the return of the citation, and that was his signature on it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You have talked to him, and he advised you that he would not be showing up today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, Judge will ask that the court take judicial notice of the file, which is done, and also proceed with the default hearing on it.
Yes, sir. Court will take judicial notice of the entire file, and you may proceed, sir.
Okay. Were you married on or about October 7th, 2012?
Yes.
And you stopped living together as husband and wife on December 21st, 2019?
Yes.
Has your marriage become insupportable because of discord and conflict of personalities that destroys the marriage?
Yes.
Is there any chance you get back together again?
No.
There's 2 children born in the marriage, Desiree Isabella Gonzalez and Jason Adrian Gonzalez, correct?
Yes.
And there are no other children, and you are not expecting, correct?
Correct. No.
Okay. Are you asking the court to appoint you and your husband as joint managing conservators? Can you hear me? Hello?
She probably froze.
What's up?
Yeah, she probably. Let me see there. Mr. Ramirez, if you can get her on your phone and put it on speaker, I think that'll do it.
Okay, Your Honor.
Let's try the alternative way here.
Yes, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to put you on speaker, okay? You can do it on speaker. The judge is going to listen, okay? Ms. Lessa, can you hear us?
Yes,
Can you hear her, Judge?
Yes, I can.
Are you asking the court to appoint you and your husband as joint managing conservators of the children?
yes,
And you're asking the judge to appoint you as a primary custodian with the right to designate the children's residence.
yes,
Okay. You're also asking the court to award child support in the amount of $400 to be paid directly to you, and that is 25% of his net income, correct?
yes,
Okay, and you're asking the court to begin the child support payments on April 27th, 2022, and continue on the 27th day of each month thereafter.
yes,
Okay, you're asking the court to award standard visitation as per the family code to your husband,
yes,
and also to have your husband provide health insurance and other insurance as he is required.
yes,
Okay, there's no real property, no real estate, correct?
no,
But you're asking the judge to award you whatever personal effects and personal property you have in your possession to you, and whatever your husband has in his possession to him, correct?
yes,
And you're also asking the court to award you any and all debts and obligations under your name to you, and whatever debts and obligations are under your husband's names to him.
yes,
As well, you're asking the court to award you any and all sums of money that you may have, if any, in your bank account or in your possession to you, and that he be awarded any and all sums of money that he has in his possession to him.
yes,
Final thing is you're asking the court to award you the 2008 Chevrolet HHR vehicle that is in your possession, and that he be awarded the 2015 Dodge Challenger that is in his possession.
yes,
And you're asking this court for a divorce. That's all we have, Your Honor.
Okay, the last answer was yes, right, on the divorce?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
Okay, okay, great. Court will hereby dissolve the marriage of petitioner respondent. Court will hereby grant petitioner all relief requested here in open court. Court will await a judge decree for signature.
We have filed it, Your Honor. It is on file, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll sign it today then.
I appreciate that, Your
It'll
Honor.
get signed today. Thank you so much. Good seeing you again. And
Yes,
you
Your
stay
Honor.
safe, okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Likewise. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna bring in. Okay, Ms. Torres is connecting. Oh, he got filed on the server on July, right? Okay. Ms. Torres, you need to unmute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, ma'am. I believe you're here on F-2653-21-4 in the matter of the marriage of Denise Torres and Reynaldo Torres. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
All right, Reynaldo Torres, as I look in the waiting room, he is not there. I don't see him at all, but I was told earlier that he was notified of the hearing, and so he will not be appearing. Okay. Ma'am, when you're divorced, you already filed it. This is pro se because you don't have an attorney, and he didn't have an attorney either. This is
Right.
you already filed the proposed divorce decree, right, ma'am?
Yes, I have prepared it and delivered it to the court.
To the court. Okay. I have here that he was not served back on July 19th, 2021, and he did not file a response.
Yes, that's correct, Your
Or
Honor.
did he? He did not? No, he did not. Okay.
No.
All right, then court will take judicial notice of the entire file in F-2653-21-4. In the matter of the marriage of Denise Torres and Reynaldo Torres, court will hereby dissolve the marriage of petitioner respondent, and we'll go ahead and review the decree that has been submitted, and hopefully everything will be fine, so it'll be signed.
I think there's only one issue with the decree. On the children, there are several children and they only have initials on the actual body. I think that needs to be changed so that it can be identified. The initials only go on the caption.
Caption of the case.
Yes, sir.
But during the body, you need to put the real, the whole name.
To be, so that they can be identified
Okay.
with their full names. And that needs to be changed on the decree.
Did you hear that, Ms. Torres?
Yes, sir.
Upon review
Yes, Your
of
Honor.
upon initial review of the decree, I was told that the names are not spelled out in the body of the decree. I mean, the initials can be in the caption, that's fine. But in the body of the decree, all the names have to be spelled out. So if she does it again and submits another decree, it'll be amended.
Yes, sir.
It'll be amended final decree of divorce. Amended
Okay.
final decree of divorce.
And as soon as that's e-filed.
And as soon as you e-file that, we'll sign it, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
So make sure that where the names of the children are supposed to be in there, make sure they're spelled out, okay?
Yes. Thank you,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Thank you very much. Your excuse. Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, we still